no, not brown, dark hair.
How long? Is it like short hair, long hair?
Short hair.
Styled in any certain way? Do you have like a swoop?
No,
or is it spiky?
it's like,
or is it slick back?
It's just like cut down.
Just cut.
Mhm. It's not very long, and I'm wearing traveler's clothes.
What color are your clothes?
They're dark. They're blackish, purplish.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Why would your character be out and about in the northern wilderness?
Because I wanted to be out in the wilderness because I was always stuck at home when I was a kid, and I wanted to see outside. So now that I'm older, I live in the forest.
How? Okay. So you've been like making. May I suggest where you've been trying to make a home?
Yeah, like building a home.
Yeah. How about if I said it was the Lurk Wood?
What's the?
Is where you're trying to make a home. The
Oh,
Lurk
finally
Wood.
made it on.
Oh, hello, Kath.
Hello, sorry I'm late.
That's okay.
Cat, we have an 11-year-old boy with us named Angel.
Ooh, hello.
Hi.
This is Kath.
Hi there.
Hi, Kath.
Angel Carizosa, is that correct?
Yeah.
Great. Ooh, nice art.
So your character, because you're an elf, you've been living a long time. I don't know if you're far away from your territorial home or what, but you've been trying to make a life for yourself in the wood. The southern part of the Lurkwood has some lumberjacks and stuff and such. However, it's beginning of winter right now. So let's find out what the weather is like. So let's get you to roll, Angel, as our welcome. You're going to roll to tell me what the weather is like right now in Gameland. Would you please roll me a die 20 for temperature? Roll me a die 20 and tell me your result.
11.
So it's average temperature. So it's like just below freezing. Where are you from? Do you know Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Yeah.
Okay, other way. You're like just below zero. You know, like 5 degrees below zero, or like about, whatever, 25 degrees Fahrenheit, kind of below freezing. It's not super cold, but let's find out what the precipitation is like. Please roll me another die 20.
18.
Oh, it's a heavy snowfall.
Ooh.
Roll me one more for the wind, please.
Oh, sorry. 2.
No wind, but a heavy snow.
Okay.
Very heavy snow. Quite a heavy snow. In winter time, which it is right now, early part of winter, the snow is about halfway up to your knees. Heavy snow out. You're wild. You're like half elf. You're bundled up. You got like your winter stuff. I won't deny you of that. You are normally this time of year. There's a lot of more signs of lumber activity. Like there's more lumber camps, because wintertime is a time when you can drag the trees in the snow. If you do it in the summertime, you drag them through the dirt and the sand, it'll dull your saws. So they always do it in the wintertime when you can drag it in the snow. And normally you can hear, like, during the day, the chopping of axes and the sound of handsaws in the distance echoing through the forest. You haven't heard that much this year. You haven't even seen as many, like,
Lumberjacks.
yeah.
And that's okay. They work all night and they sleep all day.
I am a lumberjack and I am okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. There also hasn't been sign of the indigenous people around here. The dangerous Uthgar barbarians. Various tribes live around this area. They don't like strangers. They don't like most... pretty much, they don't like anybody unless you're from their tribe, pretty much. If you're a magic user, if you use magic, they don't like it at all. Since you do have, like, arcane ability, you try to stay away from them, but there's been even less sign of them. Things don't quite feel right. You figure you take a short walk, a day or two, follow the river. I believe it's the Cerberan River, but don't quote me on that. You follow the Cerberan River out of the Lurkwood, and you're going to a site that you know that these Uthgar people gather. I mean, and for you, it's not a big deal. I mean, like, you're right. It's not hard to go over there, look, see if there's been any Uthgar barbarians around there. It just seems like there's no one around right now. Something is amiss. You're chomping in the snow. It's, if I remember correctly, I think it's about early morning. About 9 a.m. So, but it's snowing. It's even hard to see. The land just, you're out of the woods, but the rolling hills just kind of fade into the falling snow. You can tell that on your left, you can see just by the way the land lies that the river lies beyond that, which at this point of year probably isn't even frozen yet, but it would be deathly cold. Pause you. Guys, if I remember correctly, you guys said that you were interested in pursuing more.
Yeah.
Okay. After you guys leave the wormhole cavern, you guys consult the map, talk to the drivers, and blah, 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 blah. The main guy says, "We'll be there by mid-morning."
Oh,
When
hell, clock.
consulting the map, the map points out a quickly, hastily drawn spire of rock labeled Standing White. And you can see that it lies along the banks of the Cerberan River. Don't quote me on that.
Okay.
Michael, as we are aboard our ship, I want to save the dramatic a little bit, but everyone can picture our scene right now. It's snowing quite heavy, but you guys are sheltered underneath the balloon.
Oh, yeah. I wanna be like by the furnace where the fire elemental is. I'll be like warming up there.
There's a grate right in the door you can open up, which will heat up the whole, it's very comfortable traveling on this thing. Keeps the snow off, keeps you warm.
You know what else?
You had explained to me your interest, so I'm going to get you to make me an intelligence roll, Michael. An intelligence ability score check.
Boom. Okay, what happens when I roll on that one?
That
would be a 2 total.
Well, here, let's put it this way. I should give you advantage because of the way that you had described that you were trying to observe to learn how to run this thing.
8 then.
Oh, well then. Okay, if I give 2 as advantage, you still failed, then yeah, you still can't quite grasp it. You still can't quite...
guidance.
It's got like one lever, and you just can't put it together. You're like, what?
What's going on here? Oh, I must be making to keep warm, you know?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Hey,
you know what'll keep you warm?
Whenever you do open that grate to heat it up, you always see the fiery face behind the grill of this big brass-looking contraption in the middle of the deck. And you see it make a hand and it points down to the latch on the door and looks at you. Points down to the latch with its big flaming finger.
Maybe.
Gives you the thumbs up.
I give it
a wicked smile.
And a wink, wink, nod, nod. Say no more, say no more.
Yeah.
But why would I do that?
It's pretty much got like a chimney, a lever, the door, and the grill.
But I definitely want to know where that door is so that the fire elemental out.
Yeah.
Just in things go south.
Yeah. Kath.
Yo.
I would like your character to roll me a d20, please.
A natural D20?
Yes.
Okay, hang on a minute. No sneaky barred tricks. I've got a 19.
Okay.
Dang, one away from 20.
Yeah. Your character has like a little bit of like, I won't say the chills or anything, like there's no penalty against it, but I will tell you that you are not going to suffer from lycanthropy.
What?
Okay. Wait, lycanthropy?
Yes. Because it's approaching the full moon. I was going to make it like the full moon, so I wanted to
you got
check.
bit a while ago.
Yeah.
A while ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And Warvel as well does not have lycanthropy. Those are the 2 that were bit. I was waiting to make that roll rather than you make it then and me forget. I'm just like, I'll just remember it, the full moon's coming around. And I was going to time it, but yeah, you don't have lycanthropy, so it's all good.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's all good.
Yeah.
We have the
That would have been a weird mix-up. I mean, a tiefling with lycanthropy.
Oh, I was hoping. I had my fingers crossed so bad that you were gonna blow that roll. I had my fingers crossed so bad. I pictured it just in the middle of the night. You guys would just hear like suddenly from her cabin, right? Because especially you weren't gonna be here, or was that last week? What am I thinking?
Yes, I wasn't going to be here last week because I was up in the mountains hunting Tatzelvorm.
Oh, yeah. But, well, that's what it was, and then we didn't play last week. Or did we?
Oh, we did.
That's right. Yeah, that's what happened. Because I was going to just have your character, oh, no, she's just sick in her room with a fever, right? And then I was going to get you to make that roll, and you either came out of the fever or you were going to turn into a werewolf. Oh, I know. I was hoping for it. Anyways. So that's all good.
I will say I managed to catch about 4 Tatzelvorms. Did not catch the 5th.
What is that?
Yeah.
A Tatzelvorm, well, it's a mythological creature up in the Alps. Think half snake, half cat, or half cat dragon. So it has 4 arms and sort of a dragon-like face, but it has a snake body.
We call
And
it
it was like a
we call it
family
a
of
mink.
5 in a small gorge.
A weasel.
And I keep on missing that last one. It's a fun thing to do when you're going down that gorge to just spot where the Tatzelwurms are.
Basically, our version of snipe hunting.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It was fun all the same. I did manage to catch 4 of them.
Well, congratulations.
Well, good job.
Snipe hunting is fun,
Yeah, it is wonderful. I love it.
especially if you're the one that send them out to catch them.
Oh, yeah, that's the best way to go. The only way to I did that to a New Yorker once, dude.
Oh yeah.
It was awesome. Took him out snipe hunting. It's great.
Snipe's meant to be a bit difficult to hunt, isn't it?
A little bit.
Well, you got difficult in the fact that you got to find them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, where were we in the story?
How high up altitude are you guys?
I don't want to be too high, especially with the snow.
Yeah, if we fall, we don't want to take too much falling down.
I'm assuming we have to be high enough to where it's going to hurt.
They're
Okay. I get
above
it.
the tree level, right?
Yeah. So
I want
that's
to be
exactly.
forest here, right?
So that's you guys are pretty much above the tree level.
Yeah.
You guys are making like decent time because there's no like headwinds or nothing, no tailwinds, but you guys aren't whatever. Anyways, neither here nor there. You guys have come over the Lurkwood. It's the snow, and you guys could just barely see like after the Lurkwood clears, just the rolling hills. You guys can at a point you do see that you guys are like near a river as it twisted twines and meanders. He says, when? Angel, what's your character's name?
Oh, Keelhaul.
Oh yeah, Keelhaul. Keelhaul. Ironically, as you're tromping through the snow, you got your big mittens on, got your backpack. The snow is falling. You can see that you're clearly the only one making tracks through the snow. Because it's so silent, this quiet morning. Like even there's not even the wildlife out because of the snow. All the birds are kind of hunkered down and the deer are taking shelter.
Okay.
You can hear something. You realize beyond, just above your breathing. You think it's part of your breathing, and then it gets a little bit louder. You can hear like the sound of something chopping through the air, and a low rumble, and even a couple of voices. Just seemingly out of nowhere.
Ooh, interesting. Can I investigate it?
Oh yeah, you can turn around. You just turn around and look, and when you look up, it's hard to see because of snow, but you can see a big dark shape looming in the snow coming towards you, just maybe like 40 feet off the ground. Not even casting a shadow though, because it's so overcast. You just hear, and it's making like.
Farah's playing her flute as well, but so you hear some flute music.
You hear even flute music.
I wrote an 18 for performance, so
and it's good.
Pretty decent flute music.
Everybody, actually, who is keeping watch? Are you keeping watch right now, Garl?
Yes.
Okay, and you're keen-sighted. You roll perception for me.
Most definitely. It will be. Let's see here.
Are you Garl Smooth Hands?
Yep.
But you're also overlay?
Well, that's just the
overlay.
Yeah, on the recording is what that is. Let's see here.
Oh, interesting.
You wanted perception, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. 15 plus. Let me get the right sheet here. 15 plus 8, so 23.
Okay. I should have said, let's add actually, so I will, because it's heavy snowfall. Let's make it with disadvantage.
Okay, no problem.
Guidance.
That sucks. 11.
He's way up on top of the balloon.
Oh, all right.
No,
No,
crow's nest.
11. With disadvantage.
Yeah. So basically, my point is that you guys don't spot him way early. It doesn't take long with Michael.
Yeah.
The guy, whoever is like kind of helping to navigate, right? Like there's someone on the bow, someone on the controls, someone downstairs, right? There's pretty much 3 people running it. One basically giving directions, one controlling the furnace, one controlling the speed and propulsion. The propulsion down below, right?
Propulsion guy. How to let him go. Ooh.
Huh?
Next time I want to try to figure out let the propulsion guy go.
Yeah. He does have a window, but there's a hatch.
Will. I just want to know how.
Here, he waves his hand, and he's like, "Halt!" I see. Or he's like, not halt, but he's like, "I see someone," and you hear this, Angel, Keelhaul, and when you make it out, you can hear like there's people's voices, and when they come adrift right overhead, about 30 feet above you, you can see that there is essentially a wooden sailing ship hull, like the wooden part, and instead of masted sails, it has a massive red balloon keeping it aloft. And this boat has, like, instead of having a keel, it has 2 big metal runners, like sleigh runners underneath it. And you can hear the voices that they're like, "Halt!" and they stop, and you can see the through the snow. Like, you can't see detail, but you can see like that there's like what appears to be some people, like at least 2-3 people looking over the edge at you.
I'll run over to the edge too and probably throw up.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I say, "Halt! Help me up!"
Throw the boy, bro.
Okay, right away, the couple of the cult members, they have like, they do it. And almost immediately, Keelhaul, a rope ladder drops and dangles over the side of the boat.
Wait, am I going with the bad people?
You don't know yet.
You don't know? Who are you asking? Let's put it this way. Who are you asking? Who are you asking?
Real quick.
I don't know. You know what? Forget I asked. I'm just gonna go up.
You know it's a cult, so.
It's a rope ladder. It's not like, I'm not even gonna make you like roll a skill check. It's made for. Actually, do what I think there is. There is. Hey, roll me a strength, athletics, or a dexterity, acrobatics. Your choice.
Athletics, what?
A strength, athletics, or a dexterity, acrobatics. So, I want you to add.
Your strength.
Are you proficient with either one of those?
I'm proficient with athletics.
Okay. Then add your proficiency bonus. Roll die 20. Add your proficiency bonus and your strength bonus to it.
All right. 17 plus 2, 19.
No problem. No problem. You don't even. It's not even awkward for you to climb up this dangling rope ladder. You quickly climb up after, climb up to 30 feet. You guys, Nicodemus and a cult member are there to greet you. Nicodemus, you guys help up, pull over the rail. Looks like a humanoid in furs, right? A traveler. That's about all you can see with the furs and,
Big, heavy fur coat.
Yeah.
My cloak will flutter in the breeze, even though there's no wind today.
Keelhaul, you climb up, and you climb over, and you are greeted by they help to pull you over the hull of the gunnel of the boat.
Dragon Colt airship.
Yep.
Yeah. All hell, Klaus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, Klaus.
Oh hell!
They always say that.
Yeah, there is a satyr. You know what I mean? Like a goat person?
Yeah,
Like
satyr.
with the goat legs and the head. One of those. And probably a human with like a leathery batwing, dragon wing looking cloak and a leather kind of Batman cowl mask. That's right.
So we have Batman over here.
Yep, he's the dragon cultist.
This is correct.
All hell, Klaus.
We are followers of Klaus. And you can see that all the other people on deck dressed similarly clap their fists to their chest. All hail Klaus! When he mentions the
I
name.
do the same.
Yeah, I kind of do it awkwardly too. Awkwardly, the satyr's like, yeah, all hell, Klaus.
The people dressed
Fine.
cult in
All
cult.
right. All right, we'll accept she's putting her foot so she can.
Shall we maintain course? Standing white.
Far Eye, silence. Garl, come down here. We have a.
I stopped pointing the foot so there is silence.
I'll throw something at him. I don't know, something. A snowball.
He's on top of the balloon.
Oh.
I mean, it's literally impossible. There's like a giant sphere between you and him, right? Oh, Far Eye? No, Far Eye's there. Sorry, Garl's on top. I thought you were, no, Far Eye's there.
Yeah, I'll yell for Garl, whether he hears me or not. I'll yell, Garl, get down here. We have a.
I use thaumaturgy to make his voice 3 times as loud.
Garl on top of the warm balloon. You're just a big bag of hot air underneath you, radiating up. So it's very comfortable up there. Snow might be falling on you, but not much. The warm air pushes it away, right? We got a nice bubble of warm air up in the crow's nest. You're like, huh? And then all of a sudden you're like, you guys picked up someone that you saw. And then you hear Nicodemus calling you to the deck.
And Garl will whisper, I'll be there as soon as I can.
With his feet up, hands crossed behind his head.
We don't hear it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm assuming we don't. If he had to boom my voice for him to hear us.
Yeah.
And you guys also know, as far as you guys know, it's Garl. He might be right there.
Could be. Could be.
He could be within earshot anyways. Yeah, so it's up to you guys. Fucking role play. I'm not telling a story here.
Alright, so let me introduce myself. I'm Nicodemus, cleric of Bacchus. Perhaps you're familiar. Would you like a beer? I didn't just offer him a beer. I did.
The boat is very dry and warm. Because, like I said, the balloon is overhead, keeping the snow off. There's, like, what appears to be, like, a big metal, I don't know, oven or something. It looks kind of steampunk in the middle of the deck, and one of the cultists is operating it. And you can feel that the shift in the deck as you guys start to, once again, move and hear the chop, 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 a sound of something moving through air.
So, you see a golden-skinned tiefling female approach you, and she bows her head and says, "Greetings to you. My name is Farai, cleric of the Tempest."
What's up? What's your name, lad?
Thank you for your hospitality. My name is Keelhall.
Have you ever been keelhauled before?
No.
They do that only to criminals, one of the cultists who's navigating says.
I got my name from doing that a lot.
Oh. Cool. So you're a sailor.
No, not really.
You're far from the sea. What brings you into this godforsaken land?
I came out here to build a house.
Okay.
And I was I don't know. I came to check if there were any of those barbarians. I haven't seen them around lately.
Well, there's a few less than there were a little bit ago. We happen to have had an encounter with a group, and after trying to help and befriend them, as soon as we together, well, pretty much we opened the door to a giant's temple. Didn't need their help. We could have done it anyway. We had a giant with us. They attacked us, and it didn't work out well.
Very rude.
Very rude. Couldn't believe it.
I'm guessing they died.
Yeah, and their ale horns will never be full in Valhalla again after attacking a priest of Bacchus. By the way, you have to have this great axe of the leader lying around. It was a great axe, right? You wouldn't have to be able to swing one well, would you?
No. I would not.
What more? I can probably use a great axe, though.
Oh, okay. Never mind. We don't have one lying around.
I think I'd probably to go Warhammer and Shield, but I could swing one if we. Is it magic? What is it?
+2 great axe.
Okay, I'll go for that then. Why not, eh?
Okay.
We all share our stuff here.
This is Silence. She is the best bard in Waterdeep, although she's not in Waterdeep.
So you're a bard?
Yep, and I'm traveling around collecting more stories. It's always best to travel around with a few
Charles, I
adventures.
posted a map. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, Kath.
Yeah, you hear all sorts of weird stories and to get into such strange adventures. Like Garl over here really enjoys picking up wives.
He's around somewhere.
I ended up being in that list. I immediately asked for a divorce, but I say thankfully you're not going to end up on that list.
Yeah.
I actually don't think Garl is down yet.
I have one question, Bard.
Yeah.
Could you sing me a song?
Just once I'd like someone
music,
to say, can you insult me? It's always a song. Right, a song you want? What kind of a song do you want? There are many.
One that helped me go night-night.
A lullaby?
A lullaby.
I'll laugh so hard if you just can't sleep on him.
Ooh, that's a good one. Haven't used one since, I wonder what happened to those kids. I'm sure they're fine. You wandered into a tavern.
What?
We parted ways. Just some friends I knew back when I was a street urchin. Had to sing some of them to sleep just so we could get through some hours of sleep.
Yeah, it sounded much darker.
I thought you did something to them. I was like, what?
Well, I did see one of them disappear into a tavern. They never came back out. One of them got picked up by a noble. Don't know what happened to them. No, wait, I think I just saw them go past one day. They were dressed up quite nice, actually. Not sure what job they got, but they look happy. Anyway, yes, lullaby. I'm sure I have one
Don't
somewhere in my
forget,
repertoire.
Kath is British, so they used to like just beat children and work with children's labor, eh? Working in mines or chimney sweeps. You either worked in a mine or a chimney sweep or.
Oh yeah, kids were stuffed up like 3 or 4
yeah.
up chimneys. Some suffocated and died in
Yeah,
there.
it's like, no, another one's stuck. Just drop down a fat one and knock it loose. Drop down a fat one this time. And
Yes, you can thank the Victorians who said, okay, get the kids out of work, put them into school.
yeah.
Imagine kids going, I want to be in school. You don't say that anymore.
Well,
They don't know how good they got it.
No,
no,
we don't.
no. So, I don't know if Charles, did you post that thing yet? You guys are going through the snow. You guys are going through the snow. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. It's good. Don't rush.
I'm just getting there where I can.
It's honestly about 10 in the morning, because that's the thing. This is one part of the adventure that actually tell me the distances. I think you guys had to go 140 miles to go from White Worm Cavern to Standing White. Standing White. You're not sure why it's called Standing White, but you can tell when you're like coming, you can tell that the land gently rises as like the hills, and you can see that they give it some more hot air to bring the ship up to follow the contours of the land. The hills are rising up, and even through the snow, because sure, things are blurred out, but you can tell there's like a darkness, a dark blotch in the horizon, and the closer you get, you can see it as the hill rises up. There's a promontory, a massive pillar of white stone, a natural pillar. It's like almost looks like it could be 300 feet tall, just looms in the snow. Eventually, you guys get closer, and you guys can see, as you rise over the hills and hillocks of the land, everything is covered in snow, but you can see at your altitude of like 30, 40 feet that everything has been dug out into mounds and circles and rings. And if that map is up, you guys will understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's up. Each
what a
little squares
landscape.
are 50 foot. Keep in mind, guys.
Yeah. Like,
So
it's massive.
Fireball.
So it's huge.
You guys coming in on the airship is the only way to really appreciate it. If you guys come in on foot, you don't notice any of it.
The squares are 50 feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's massive.
Yep.
Fireball, fireball, fireball.
Ah, you've got the true attitude.
There we go.
That was just a joke. Please.
So
don't
you
get
can
mad.
see where like the big white pillar is that
Yep.
Standing Stone is named for.
Right there.
And it's like atop the hill, and then there's another spot. Now, mind you, everything's covered in snow, but like I said, it's so large you can still make stuff out. That where there's an area where an altar is. Do you see where the altar
Where our
is?
artifact is. In the center?
Yeah, should be in the center. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm assuming it is. Okay.
Yeah. And they.
How close can you
Like
get?
just, well, we can bring it right down if you so wish.
Yes, that will be fine. All hell cloud.
He turns, Hail Cloud! You heard what the man said? Bring it down in the middle, on the hill. And and you hear them go to work, and as they shout commands and guide it in. This is a very
I feel bad
Why?
for them.
Why?
One of them literally got beaten.
What?
What?
Didn't you say one of them got beaten or something?
No,
Oh, no.
no.
I think we all have to speak a bit clearer.
Okay.
Once the ship lands, that Garl knows that it's on something firm, he will
Come down.
He will slowly and stealthily, hugging the balloon all the way down, climb down.
And it's very quiet until the runners hit the snow. And then everything shakes and everything rumbles and rattles as it slides for a few dozen feet before it rumbles
Before
to a stop.
avalanche.
It just rumbles to a stop. And you guys are left swaying on the deck near the center altar, and they will throw over a rope ladder, a couple rope ladders for you guys to disembark, but it's only like whatever 15, 20 feet or something like that to the ground. You guys don't have to roll to get off.
All right.
All right, what?
I climbed down.
All right, you climb down. Clank, clank. You can see here that, Ryan, roll a quick perception while everyone else is climbing down.
What did my devilish eye see? Natural 20. So 20. Do I have perception?
Okay, roll at disadvantage. Roll at disadvantage because it's snowing heavily.
And the snow.
Total of 20.
Okay, still pretty darn good. You can see that it doesn't look like anyone has been here in a long time. Like there's no tracks underneath the newly fallen snow or anything. It doesn't look like an area where anyone would have camped in days under the snow. But you can see where the altar is, and when you look at it kind of twice, even under the snow, you can see that something looks off. Something looks wrong with the altar. Like something looks...
Can we tell what it's an altar to, or is it just an altar? Is there any...
I think...
is it giant size?
Let me check my description here.
Why does it... You're like, why does the altar look all beat up? What is a
like
fireball?
Well, I mean, the only person that has fireball is the bard, so...
I have
Wait,
fireball.
I have fireball?
Didn't you take fireball as your thing?
It just says a marble. It just says a marble altar, so it's just like a stone slab.
It's not giant size.
Magical
Well,
secrets.
I mean, it's a stone slab. Like giant size compared to what? Like it's probably like 10 feet by 10 feet or something, and 2-3 feet thick. I don't know.
Yeah,
it just says a stone slab.
Yeah, giant size compared to Garl.
But it does. It looks like it's not like a level surface. It does look like it's like
stairs.
No, well, I don't know. There's like about a foot of snow on it, right? So you have to actually go investigate to see more because everything is covered. No one's from Canada. Hey? No one gets snow. No one fucking can visualize snow. There's like fucking, when I say snow and everything, snow and everything.
Excuse me? What do you mean can't visualize snow?
Well, okay. Yes. Yeah. There's snow and everything. Everything. Like there's a foot of snow.
I know what
like,
that looks like. I've seen the mountains covered in snow. It's an amazing sight.
Once Garl's
Which one, dude? Out have snow.
Once Garl's down on the deck, he'll pick up his short bow, and he'll notch an arrow, and he's going to cover the party's back as they disembark.
Okay. Yep, you may.
Yeah, I'll go picking around.
Doesn't seem to be any sounds other than what you guys are creating, and just the wind over the snow swept.
I'll go picking around the altar, and while I'm doing such, I'll kind of like, hey, Killhall, come over here and help me look at the altar. And while I'm doing that, okay, so those guys that are running this place, they're dragon cultists. They worship this great red worm named Clout, and I just accidentally, absentmindedly smack my chest with my fist.
Yeah.
And I go, oops. Anyway, we don't, but they've offered to taxi us wherever we need to go because Klaus thinks we're going to prevent a war between the giants and dragons, which we kind of want to do. So at the moment, while they're not our friends, they are our allies. Our goals are aligned at the moment. But do not trust them. They are those people back on the ship, running the ship with the Batman masks. They're not necessarily good guys. Klaus is a dragon and not a tough one.
Who is this Batman you speak of?
So I should fireball it? Fireball the ship so it will explode?
No. At the moment, would you like to walk back through this blizzard, or would you like to ride on that nice, comfy airship?
I don't really know.
Really, you can't make a choice between warm airship and blizzard?
I would.
We're trying to learn how to fly the ship ourselves, so that we
can kill them.
But until the times we've learned how.
I wouldn't necessarily say kill them.
How to fly the ship, it's probably not a good idea to kill them.
I mean,
so
that might happen.
After we can tie them up and get information.
Yeah.
What information? We already get what we need from them. I'm honestly not on board of killing them because I'm worried that worm who knew exactly where we were would send reinforcements. So let's try not to piss anyone off.
That's true too.
Okay?
I'm assuming
and let me reiterate. You did see where I said 8th level all WOTC material 1 common magic item and no evil alignment.
I know. I'm chaotic good.
I know. I'm just.
This is for the good of mankind, everyone.
I'm just reiterating. Okay.
This is for the good of mankind, everyone.
But here's the thing. This is the fucking Dragon Co. They're the bad guys, but technically.
Yeah, so technically I am right, but I don't wanna destroy anybody today.
Yeah, but they're not necessarily evil at the moment. At the moment our goals align. We're teaming up with the bad people to get a mutual goal done.
To defeat the bad people.
I wouldn't say to beat the bad people, but
we're teaming up with the bad people to beat the bad people.
Sure.
Basically. Okay. Is that chaotic enough for you?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
We'll deal with it.
Good. Always go for the path of madness.
So you're not
madness will
take
like you.
A dragon worshiper or anything, right? You're not a cultist. You're not Uthgardt barbarian either by the look at you.
No, I never said that. I never said that I'm not a dragon worshiper.
Okay. Wanted to make sure.
Oh. I'm just kidding. I'm not a dragon worshiper.
It's good. Good to know. How about beer? Do you like beer? I like beer.
Why don't we deal with the altar first before we have this discussion? In case any other barbarians show up. I mean, as long as they're not here, we should get this done quickly.
I would love to destroy them with my fireball.
Well, before we destroy the altar, let's look at it first. I want to start picking around at it, seeing if I can move it, see what's under it, see what's over it, climb on top. I don't know.
Step number 1, you sweep the snow off. You can feel that the surface is not level, and it looks like it's been smashed.
Oh.
It looks like it's been hit and shattered. But when I shattered with a big slap, like a big, massive look, the rubble has not been removed or anything. It just has been desecrated.
Yo,
with
Carl, rock guy.
with
Can you
a
come down here and
big
look at the rock?
club or what? Can we tell kind of how it was smashed? Like just like with a big club or
This
punch with
doesn't
big
look like
hands?
usual barbarian behavior.
No, you guys. When you guys are getting at it, I'll just give it. You guys don't even have to roll that. It looks like it's been smashed by like. This is only work of a giant. It's the work of a giant, right? It looks like giants came in and smashed the altar. And even if you look around, well, there might be even more destruction too if you guys looked around the entire area.
Can I see if there's any writing on it?
Okay.
Can I?
Okay. Angel, roll an investigation.
All right.
Die 20 plus intelligence plus.
Keel Hall.
Yeah,
Plus
keel hole. Sorry.
investigation. Investigation is +4. +4 plus my 16. Oh, I got 20 exact. Not a natural 20, just.
Yeah, dirty 20. As you're looking around, it appears to be pretty smooth, almost more like a sacrificial altar, or maybe even like a keystone to a center of a bigger complex. But when you're moving the stone, you're kind of looking around, you see color deep down in the rubble. You just catch a glimpse of color. And I'm not going to tell you anything more, even with a 20, because there's like tons of rubble.
Can I clear the rubble?
You may begin to.
I begin to clear the rubble.
I suppose I assist.
Okay.
Are you going to say anything, or are you just going to fall to your knees and start clawing with your hands?
No,
Can I
I'd rather
see
keep
any?
this to myself.
Can I see any like religious symbology like that would tell me who this was a temple to, or who this altar was dedicated to?
It's a barbarian spirit mound. So it's dedicated to their god, ultimately all dedicated to their god Uthgar.
All right.
Oh, hell.
Anyone else find this deeply suspicious?
Well, yeah, but
There's a
I'd
marble
rather
altar.
investigate further.
Yeah. Smashed by
Then-
giants, and there's no barbarians around. I did not think they would abandon their altar like this.
They may
Well,
not
it could be
live
very
by
old.
their altar either. Just because it's an altar doesn't mean they live here. It could be something they come up to for
True,
religious
so you have
purposes.
to work
Wait.
fast.
Could I do a history check?
Okay. Okay. You want to do a history check for what? To
For
dig?
the altar.
No. I'm telling you guys. What do you want to know? It's an Uthgar spirit mount.
Wow.
I forgot what I was gonna ask. I'm sorry.
As
The usual one to start with is how old is it?
How old is
So
it?
Old.
as
Old. Thousands of years.
as my
Older than
partner-
dragons?
Archaeology. Well, probably that time, right? It was the Uthgar people built it, right?
Then isn't it probable that they probably just died off?
No.
Yeah.
well, these barbarians are still here, right?
You can tell. Oh, let's put it this way. I keep on forgetting about him as well. As well with our player characters here.
Mhm.
Silence, Nicodemus, Far Eye, Garl, and now Keelhall.
Mhm.
There is the dragon cultist, who will almost always talk like this no matter which one.
So we have a
Exactly. I'm dragon cultist.
I'm dragon cultist.
Oil cloth.
You're not a
Oh,
dragon.
hell,
Okay.
Clough.
They have two NPCs. They have a dark-haired dwarf
With a
With-
mad gleam in his
with
eye.
a mad gleam in his eye, who he's kind of the quiet, observant type, especially around new people. He wears breastplate and he has a couple really nice hand axes. Their other NPC that they have is a goblin who also is very quiet. And you could see that when he and the dwarf communicate, there's a lot of hand gestures.
They could be the mold.
They what?
Nothing.
And
they're NPCs of our group.
So when you guys are kind of talking, Warvel too is looking at the stone, Warvel the dwarf, and you see that, and he just says, "This wasn't broken."
Really? What?
That long ago. He says,
that was my other question. Because if a giant broke it down recently, did it take the artifact as well?
That's possible.
As
So
Hey.
I take it we can't really see any tracks here that we could track
No.
the giant to.
No. It looks like it was done like probably, like maybe even as soon as like just last summer, right? Like it was just
okay.
Not long ago.
Was it done 8 moons ago?
Close. About 10 day. Garl?
Yeah, as my party went down and actually got down there where they could at the altar level or the snow level, Carl would have lost sight of them, and he'd jump up onto the railing of the ship to keep an eye on them, to cover their backs and be watching the area in case something come up on the horizon.
Okay. You may.
With any luck,
because
that
the cultists
giant also killed off those barbarians who come to this altar. If not, we're going to have to work fast.
Ooh. Working. I like working fast.
Well, that's good.
It does not give me any time reference, and the thing is, and with some of the spirit mounds it does, with some of the things it does, it says it'll take you this amount of time.
Yeah.
It gives me no such amount of time. So with not really much work at all, you just, here, move this block, help me move this, grab this, here, hold that while I reach in, and you pull out. Who's reaching? I assume it's Keelhaul, because you said you're the one digging, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You pull out a brightly painted porcelain mask about, well, let's put it this way, half of a mask. It's like an inch thick and probably about, 3 feet long, a meter long. And it's like half of a brightly painted mask.
Is
And
it
like
I wear it.
a true mask, like it has like the eye hole, a nostril
You mean
hole.
kind of like the ones that the cloud giants were wearing?
Yes.
Can I wear it?
No.
In that case, it's too
Because
big.
it's like, it's only half
A
a mask
giant
and it's
size.
3 feet long. It's like a giant size mask.
Oh, I thought that would be cool. Sounds cool.
And
If it's
there looks like
magic,
there looks like there's another piece under there too. Still.
I
might as
dig
well
it
have
out.
the
Once
whole
you move
thing.
one, yeah. Caked in dirt, you pull out the other half. The two is broken. Like the stone, the porcelain is much softer than the stone. But you can see in the porcelain too that, yeah, it looks like it was like pretty recently broken. Like it wasn't put underground, under the altar, broken.
Can I see if those two fit together?
Oh, exactly. When you do line them up on the snow, where you can see you guys have like trampled the snow a bit, and there's even like some dirt and rock. So, the snow now, where it was all white and pristine, you guys have now stained it with like your trampled footprints and dirt and stuff. But you lay them out in the snow, and it's a brightly painted visage of a scowling face of a giant
Angry.
on the mask.
Now, since it's fixed, can I wear it?
Oh no, it's not fixed. It's laid beside.
Isn't it
Does
a
anyone
giant
have the mending
mask?
cantrip?
Yeah, and it's a giant mask. Like it's like, and it's total. It's like more than like 3 feet across.
It's bigger than Garl.
If anyone's got the mending cantrip, you can use it to repair it, I think.
Each half, I think, weighs 20 pounds. I think.
Okay, I think that's our relic. Let's get on the ship and get out of here.
I
I
agree
need
with
to wear it. I
You can
agree.
wear it.
I agree. We should leave. But I wanted to wear it. That sucks. That'd look pretty cool.
We'll get you a mask later. Don't worry about that.
As soon as you go into a city, I suggest Waterdeep. They have some wonderful masks during the festivals.
Oh, wow.
That look pretty.
Anyway, yes, let's get out of here.
Let's get out.
We're lucky that there's no
Yeah.
barbarians here. Let's not
Wait,
waste our luck.
Can I cast Fireball on the altar as we leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want there to be any evidence that we were there.
Good idea.
You can do that. You can
Oh, no.
totally eradicate all the marks that you guys left behind. Totally.
All right.
So you go, as you guys are like, everyone climbs aboard, and everyone's kind of then take it up. And they give it some hot air from the furnace, and they begin to lift off. Once the runners become clear, and you can feel yourself drifting up, you just point your finger over the bow of the ship.
And it's still snowing, so that should cover our footprints at the very least.
Oh,
as well.
it totally would. It totally would. Poof! It would just eradicate all the marks that you guys left behind in the snow. Would be just there's.
So now the altar has been destroyed twice.
Oh well. No, not really. It's stone. It has like.
Yeah, I guess. Let's go.
There's a damage threshold, blah blah blah, yada 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 yada.
Yeah, I got you.
So you have these two big halves of. Where is it?
Matt.
Hey, you want to go get another one?
Might as well. I mean, the more we get, the
More
clearer our mission will be.
Oh, yeah.
Can I take a short rest?
Amanda's going to take
On
us a
our
while
way.
to get to the next altar, so I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check my distance here.
Oh, since I'm a half elf, don't I have trance where 4 hours is a long rest?
4 hours sleep. Okay, listen.
Sorry.
A long rest is 8 hours. Everybody needs to have at least 6 hours of sleep. Elves need 4 hours of trance.
Yeah.
But you
But
still
I'm
need
like-
an 8-hour rest.
You just don't need to sleep for 6 hours.
Which
You get-
means when you're resting, you can't be doing like activity. So you could whatever, play cards or watch TV or take watch. It just means that you sleep less. You don't sleep 6. You have to sleep at least 6 hours. And elves have to trance.
I'm not sure now. Yeah.
Yeah, elves have to trance 4. So it's not that they do a long rest in 4 hours.
They sleep is 4 hours.
Yeah.
Can I sleep for 4
And
hours?
it's not.
Regain
well,
my
It's
spell
not
slots?
even really sleep.
I'm not sure.
It's not
You
even
guys
really
will-
sleep either.
I'm
Actually, can I just take a short rest?
Yeah, short rest for Warlock's fine because you get all your stuff back on a short rest.
Yeah, I get all my spell slots back.
What are you? What's your
I'm a
class?
warlock.
Warlock? Oh, cool.
What type? Which patron?
I don't know. I just kind of rolled with it.
Well, it makes a difference on some abilities that you
Yeah.
have because of your pack magic, Angel.
Oh, my pack magic?
Yeah, that's kind of determined by your patron.
Oh, I chose the Fiend as my patron, and I chose Pact of the Chain.
Pact of the Fiend.
No, Pact of the Chain. I get
so you've got a familiar then?
Yeah.
Yes, the chain gives you familiar.
Huh?
Is that an imp? What is it?
I prefer my familiar to be a pseudo dragon because I think it looks cute.
Aww.
Oh, all right. Cool. Awesome. Right. Well,
I just
I'm
like
reading.
to point out that
Awesome.
in Dice Camera Action, when they were on this dragon ship, it was captained at the time by a half-elf who had a pseudo-dragon familiar. Cool. We now have a half-elf with a pseudo-dragon familiar.
Yeah.
Traveling on the ship.
It's all cool until the fight starts.
Yeah. I would just have
start the fight.
over and over.
Just-
or Eldritch Blast.
I mean, it's just like
you only.
it's not a party kill, break.
I'd be careful. I'd be careful about fireball because you only have 2 spell slots.
Yeah. The main one I would prefer is Hellish Rebuke because it does a lot of damage and it's like a really good spell. And Misty Step.
I happen to have Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah,
like
but
Misty
he can.
Step.
But he can do it twice, Catherine.
Yes, I know.
It's all good. Where are we headed from here?
Yes, where's the next
Well,
stop?
I'm still looking.
Oh,
In
okay.
Charlie's
I was having
campaign, I kept casting poison spray over and over, even at the UNT, the snake dude.
Yeah, they're immune to poison.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just kept doing poison spray. I was like, oh well.
Not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I know, not bad. I think I used Thorn Whip on him once.
All right, I'm if we're lifting off, I'm gonna start playing my flute again. Cause why not?
Hey, it will take. Okay, it will take like an overnight. Like it won't be today.
Oh,
So
right.
let's roll for like so everyone. Yes, you can. Everyone can get your. Actually, roll me. Everyone can take a short rest for sure. But let's just. Who wants to roll me a die 20?
Me.
Okay, roll me a die 20.
Before the night or whatever.
19.
Michael. Yeah.
19.
Before the night's over, I'd like to divination. What's it going to be like at our next destination? Oh, great Bacchus! I want to read my beer foam and determine what our just our next destination. Yeah.
Okay. You guys know you have to go to Flint Rock. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So your destination is Flint Rock. You'll be there sometime tomorrow. Everybody, take a short rest, and I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for a bio.
All right.
Wait, I can sleep and then keep watch for the rest of the night.
Yeah. I only have
No,
like
he
4 hours.
said only a short rest, so it's only 4 hours. So we don't have time to go on rest.
Yeah, but the thing is, you got the crew there that can do a lot of things too, the MP and the NPCs.
But
Yeah.
they're controlling your ship. Are they going to be able to keep watch?
Well, that's part of duty on a ship is for the person
Yeah.
in the crow's nest.
They've got people to do that. They're good.
Then I'll rest. Long, short. I meant short
guys
rest.
Yeah, it'll be a short rest. Yeah.
You guys see the map?
So
You guys see the map that I'm sharing up there?
I see it. Yeah.
And now, which is it? The old one with the
I see shining white. I don't see. I see shining white. That's what I see right now.
Okay.
That's all. Too.
Then I'll stop share there, and I'll have to reshare the one I had. I thought I was sharing. That's why I was asking. Oh.
Overlay starting to screen. There we go.
Yep. All right. We have to go to Flint. What are we doing? We have to go to.
I'm gonna.
Flint Rock.
So Berman's Wall. I want to go there.
We were there, and then let's see here. The stamp I'll use.
Flint Rock is down and to the right of where we are.
And yeah, I'm going to mark them on the map for us for different ones. The green check is where we're headed. The red X is where we've been. And the bouncing ball is our travel.
Oh, we're not going in a long saddle. We're going. Oh, okay, I see Flint Rock now. Okay.
Right.
I highly suggest we go all the way over to Bjornen's Well. I like it. It's a cool.
So we've got some new friends. So I don't want our new friend to die. So after our rest, I'm gonna cast Death Ward on him.
Dude, you have Death Ward?
Oh yeah, I put it on myself every day. So.
All right. So here's a question: in case we get into a boss battle, who am I turning into a giant monster?
Oh, wouldn't it be fun to do Gobbo as that? I'm thinking imagined what life would be like as a
Gobbo could only get into a challenge rating half beast.
That's a shame.
That's very true. Well, I kind of wanted to use my great axe, my new great axe, and also I do D12 plus 2d8 damage in melee. So
plus 2d8.
Oh yeah, I took Booming Blade and I took Magic Initiate at 8th level. So I do plus d8 because I took Booming Blade for my
Booming Blade's cool
cantrip, and I also get plus d8 for being a Storm Cleric.
Yeah, well, d8 on my weapon attacks too, but I don't really see myself doing that when I do 212 with the cantrip. So
well, if you pat what you say?
Does anybody want to be turned into a giant beast? How about you, Silence? Would you like to be turned into a giant beast?
Ooh, finally turn into a giant beast and not create illusions.
I mean, you could still create an illusion and then concentrate on it while you're a beast.
Yeah. I mean,
I could make myself double hideous as a beast.
You just couldn't cast while you're a beast. You could just, beat things.
But you could keep concentrating on a spell that you'd already cast.
I see, that makes sense. Ooh, but the question is, what kind of a beast?
I would.
Well, that would be up to Nicodemus.
I'm gonna go with that. My favorite is to use the giant ape template in the monster manual. But King Kong, think King Kong. They're huge, and they're badass. And but it could look different. For example, you're a tiefling, so instead of looking like a giant ape, it could be a giant devil. Just a reskin. And, the stats would be the same as a giant ape.
I like what I'm hearing.
If you want. I was thinking of turning myself into a giant satyr. but then I'd have to, if I got hit by something, I'd have to make a concentration check.
Yeah.
But if you get hit as the giant beast, I don't have to make a concentration check. I can still concentrate.
Uh-huh.
So if I'm going toe-to-toe with giants as a giant beast, they're going to hit me and they're going to do like 30 points of damage. And that's a concentration check of 15 that I got to make. And they're hitting me twice around because they're not missing with the armor class of the giant ape. Boom, boom. I'm going to miss.
So I have Death Ward on myself, and Keelhaul has Death Ward on himself. So basically what that means, Keelhaul, is if you drop to 0 hit points, the first time you drop to 0 hit points, you instead drop to 1 hit point, so you're still conscious.
It's getting bad. It's like you guys start talking and...
Oh yeah, sorry. So basically, I put Death Ward on you. What that means is, if you drop to 0 hit points, you will instead drop to 1 hit point instead, which means you'll still be conscious in fighting. For at least the first time, you would die.
For at least that instance.
or something automatically kills you, but we're unlikely to run into something like that at this level.
Do something really quick.
Yes.
I got swallowed by a Remoraz last session, so I was
Hey, I brought you back.
Huh?
And if you do die, I can bring you back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, all thank the holy alcohol.
Okay. And I was wrong. You guys can all take a long rest.
Oh,
I checked
all
out
then.
some stuff because there's an encounter supposed to happen. And I was going to get you guys to roll for weather. And I rolled the encounter. And it says the weather turns for the worse. So
I've got a question on spells. When do I regain my spells? At the end of the rest?
End
of the rest. So just before the end of the rest, I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself and on Keelhaul. And then if someone else wants it, I'm willing to cast another spell after we're finished the rest.
Okay. So that day, you guys begin to head towards Flint Rock. The cultists and you guys with the map have figured out where you gotta go. The snow turns for the worse, and the wind picks up. You guys get buffeted all day, all freaking day long. You guys actually get blown off course and lost, where you guys actually they decide to bring it down for a while and to wait part of the storm out and figure out where you are. So all that happens is that the inclement weather takes a toll and takes away some time. But all in all, what should have been like a half-day travel turns into like overnight long rest. So that's the reason for it, because otherwise you guys would have been there in like 12, 13 hours. But the weather ends up being where it takes like almost 24 hours to get there. So let's roll for this next day to see what the weather is like. as you guys are eventually now approaching Flint Rock, you guys have the two halves of the mask along with the gong
Hey,
field in the hall.
Hey, so has anyone got mending? Can someone try casting mending on this?
It's too big to mend. Too big to mend.
Oh, all right. We'll have to get a giant to cast mending on it then.
Yeah, you need like a giant mending giant. So it's like whatever. Yeah. Fabricate.
What if I transform into a giant and then cast mend?
No, too big for a mend spell.
Oh,
well, in that case, giants can start casting fireball. In that case, my giants can be casting fireball. It'd be like just
no.
poor radii it would have. So, like I said, the trip takes like a day. I don't know where you guys want to have for like sleeping accommodations. I think that there's like, what is there? There's like 6 bunk rooms, 7 bunk rooms, I think. There's not many. People have to like, the thing is the cultists will sleep on shifts. There's 8 cultists, they will sleep on shifts, 4 and 4 always. So that there's
Garl will sleep up in the crow's nest.
Yeah, you easily can. You're a ranger. You can easily make it comfortable enough for you to shelter. You're small, so there's enough room for you to get comfortable. You may. And it's soft. Just a gentle kind of bouncing feeling underneath you. It's very... Oh, and it's warm. It's very warm. Always warm. You guys are out of the woods, out of hills. It's like flat. It looks like it's quite rocky for there's snow here, but not as much. But let's do roll for the weather for this day. Let's see who's gonna roll for weather now.
D20.
Yes, please, Ryan. D20 for temperature.
I've got 5.
5. The weather is like normal, so it's like same, just below 0. Just below freezing point, I should say. Ryan, roll me again for precipitation.
Sure. Natural 1.
Snow's finally stopped. Roll me for wind.
7.
No wind. So finally, the morning, it's finally clearing up. You guys are high enough north. And it's more dry in this area. You can tell just by the rocky terrain that where like before there was like a foot of snow underneath you guys. Now there's only like a skiff, right? You can actually see like rocks. There's like, it's just like a dusting, and it's very wind blown, although it's not blowing today. But you can see that. How high do you guys want to take it up?
How high can it go?
I don't know. Not to space.
No,
hot air magic balloon thing.
I'm just saying, because we don't know, something like that. We wouldn't necessarily know the limits per se, because we don't have the full operational knowledge of it. We know how high. We have an idea, I would say, because we've seen where we've been height wise. So
I fixed it, I think. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. I thought it was broke again, but I fixed it. It's because, like, in the middle of while you guys were talking, it was like cut out.
Oh.
Like when you were saying something about the death word, as soon as you said death word, it like cut out and everything went silent.
Oh.
That's the government again.
Yeah.
Death word is probably like a CIA code word or something like that. So it's
must be.
So, how high do you guys want to altitude? Do you guys want to take the ship?
Around 80 feet in the air.
It's clear. It's calm. How high?
I like
80
to
feet
keep
in the
low.
air.
I really like to keep low where we can see the ground.
Okay. Well, you can
still
see the
see
ground. You see the ground from miles up, man.
Well, okay.
The ground from space.
I want to make out things walking on the ground. You know.
You want to make out what?
Do you know what, Michael? Honest to God, even like 5,000 feet is like kind of eerily detailed.
Man, I was on top of the I was on top of the Empire. No, let's just say I was on top of the Grand Canyon looking down. That's 5,000 feet. There is no way I can tell what was going on at the bottom of that thing. So much space. Never seen so much space in my life. It's amazing. On top of the Empire State Building, which is 1,100 feet. How tall is it? I'm telling you, pedestrians look like ants. If I could see any pedestrians, which I couldn't see any pedestrians, by the way.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, because I'm just picturing about like my buddy was a pilot. We'd fly in a Cessna, and it was.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking maybe it was 5,000 altitude.
Yeah, well, 5,000 feet altitude. I mean, yeah, you can't really see people at all. You can't. I mean, you can see the ground. You can make like roads. Maybe.
But you can see like makes and models of cars and stuff. Like,
no, cannot make
look, there's a blue Chev. Or, I don't know. Anyways,
no.
So you want to be like.
Yeah, let's describe it not in necessarily feet, but in what I want to be able to make out. I want to be able to make out people walking, a human-sized individual walking.
Yeah, so you're talking. You are talking like about like let's just say 100 feet.
Sure, I want to be able to see somebody.
Okay, at 100 feet, even you could tell like how like this windswept rocky terrain, like it's clear, it's calm, it's average temperature, so your field of view isn't really disrupted, and you can see how like the earth goes like the ground below goes from like that flat rocky natural to you can see where there's a rise in the land, and as you guys approach, you could tell like it too looks like human excavation, ancient excavation, and you could see that it's like quite a barren area, except that set to like the points of the compass are 4 giant stone pillars. And like hundreds of yards, different. The exact measurements are kind of irrelevant, because in the center you could see is a giant stone block where the central altar lies.
Giant stone.
Flint rock.
Is that also destroyed, or is that whole?
Oh, it looks whole. As you guys, because the like I said, it's only a skiff of snow, so you can actually see quite well. It looks like it's entire. It's actually even a bigger piece of stone. It looks undisturbed around here. Like the stone mahirs, the pillars aren't tipped over. In fact, it's a calm day. It's almost peaceful. In fact, you can even see a couple of elk not far away from the central altar, like only 100 yards away from the central altar. It looks like they're kicking at the snow and eating. It looks like that they're eating lichen off of rocks or something like that. And one of them kind of lifts its head up and turns back and looks at the shape of you guys, but they don't like really flee at the start. They just are aware of you. And
who's aware of us? Sorry.
A pair of elk are about 100.
Can I use Eldritch Blast on them?
If you want.
Whoa, don't alert any barbarians that are around here. Let's first check if there
no.
are any barbarians around here.
They're just wildlife. You don't need to worry.
Well, I mean, if there's barbarians here, I'm assuming they see us flying overhead.
Yeah.
So we still have to be a bit careful.
Fair enough.
Why kill nature?
Hungry?
Oh, that's rich from you.
A ranger, which is all about like how
Hunting?
to hunt.
We're hungry because I haven't
Hunting
had a good elk
beasts.
in a while.
Yeah.
We can build up a big fire, cook open a keg, and have a good old time. I'm a fan of this.
I know how to make peace with the barbarians. We just give them food. If you know what I mean.
That's a good point.
Or that tribe we missed at the ice cave that we killed their warriors at. We could take some elk back to them.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, everybody. Let's take out some elk.
Did we kill? And Magar will say, "We killed those. They were dead. We didn't do that.
We kind of did. I'm drinking right now out of one of their white dragon horns. Go, 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 go.
All right. I want to cast Eldritch Blast.
All right.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. I'm
10.
just looking up the.
We have a barbecue here.
A 10 misses.
A 10 misses?
Dang it.
Oh, no. I rolled the attack. You mean rolled a hit, right?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't roll the hit. I rolled D10.
She rolled
That
damage.
sucks.
Is what she's saying.
20 plus your charisma bonus plus your
17. I rolled 17.
Okay, hold on. Do your damage.
All right. Not exactly 10, but I got 9.
Hey, do you add your charisma bonus to that?
My what? Sorry.
A charisma bonus. There's one of the Eldritch invocations or whatever that you can get. It's a common thing that warlocks do.
Yeah,
one of them you pick up allows you to add your charisma bonus to your.
if it's just,
My charisma bonus? My charisma's bonus is plus 5, so that'd be 14.
If you got that Eldritch.
yeah. If it's just plain.
Which
up
invocations
blast,
do you
don't.
take?
Hold on.
If
Let me
it's
see.
agonizing blast, it does.
Agonizing blast? Okay, that's what it's called.
That's the invocation that gives you that.
Yeah, I chose that, yeah. I have Eyes of the
What's your
Runekeeper.
other one?
I have Eyes of the Runekeeper.
Eyes of the
as well.
Runekeeper. Cool.
Yeah.
How much did you do?
14.
You drop one elk. It just collapses. The other one just begins bolting.
It collapses? Can we collect it?
It's dead.
Yeah.
I
You killed it.
Carl's happy he's up in the warm.
Yeah.
Keel Hall.
Yeah.
Make me a wisdom savings throw, please.
Oh, wisdom saving throw. Oh, wow. This is not going to be good.
Seeing this abomination.
You don't have
15
good wisdom,
plus
do you?
3, 18.
What'd you roll?
18.
Okay.
Does anything happen to me?
No?
Oh, you're so mean and annoying.
I'm going to start approaching the altar.
Okay. It's like even bigger than the other one.
I kind of go to the same area where the artifact was before and see if there's kind of something in that area.
It would have been underneath. Yeah, there very well could be something underneath because it's massive and it's on like kind of a rise in the ground. So yeah, like I mean, if there's something there, like anything else you want to?
Can I pick it up?
No, it's like massive, weighs tons. Maybe if a whole bunch of you tried together.
To gather an elk?
Oh, to gather an elk? Oh, yeah, you can go gather the elk. I thought you were talking about the stone. Yeah, you can totally go get the elk. Walk over to get it while Far Eye is looking at the central altar with
All right.
the companion. Did you guys land or come down on ropes, by the way?
Wow, that's what I was going to ask. Did we land?
Yeah.
Let's land.
If we landed, it'll be easier to get the elk on because
let's land.
It's going to be difficult getting it up by ropes.
Yeah, again, the rumble is on the gravel, right? So it's just sitting there with the balloons kind of gently swaying, and
I'll help you drag the elk.
Almost no breeze.
Yeah, thanks.
Garl.
It is a large beast, so it is like heavy-ish. Yeah.
Well, Garl will go over.
I pick out the eyes. Just kidding.
Garl will go over and show Nicodemus and Keelhaul how to properly field dress the elk.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to. Well, actually, I have survival. I'd probably know.
Yeah, you might. But...
Yeah, I have +3 survival.
So.
Yeah, you guys can do it, but Garl's like does it like in a third the time.
Yeah, he's a ranger.
And twice as good, right? Like he just.
Yeah.
He's got
3
all
is
the
better
shortcuts.
than 2.
He's got all the shortcuts to.
Yeah, he'll be saying, "Don't cut that. We can use that for hunting later." And then he'll point down at the tarsal gland and at the back of the buck and or the elk, and he'll say, "This should make it lighter. We got we got a little bit of fire so we can burn these intestines so it doesn't draw any of those wargs or dire wolves. They like to come for this fresh blood." And he'll say, my tinderbox is out of flint. And then he'll look around. Does he see flint around here?
Oh, it's very easy to find flint. Yeah, the name Flint Rock is very literal. Yeah.
Well, he'll with that he'll say, "Oh, great," and he'll pick up a bunch of pieces. We'll say 10 pieces of flint to restock his tinder kit.
Yeah, very easily. Very easily. No, there's this. You guys can gather the elk, and it's this massive central altar.
Wait, can we sacrifice the elk?
It's already dead, though.
It's a bit late.
You did sacrifice it brutally. Carl will kind of put the wine in there. And not in the cup there.
All right, so we put the elk on the ship.
Its lolling head and limbs. Its limbs are already stiffening with cold and gangrene.
That.
The word you're saying, Ryan.
I'm saying I'm looking around to see if I can find where the artifact would be hidden.
Underneath.
Right. I'm gonna look. So let's try to push this altar. Then I guess if we all work together, we should be able to, right?
Did after
That's
picking
what I
up,
said.
After picking up the 10 pieces of flint, looking about. Now this large rock that is out
Big
there.
stone slab.
Yeah.
It's been hewn and cleft and cut.
Does it remind us of the what was it, Nightstone?
No. Nightstone apparently was actually like covered in runes and stuff like this. Okay. This is just a very plain, like Stonehenge-y looking.
Sorry.
Internet. I'm just gonna start pushing, see if I can push it over.
Oh,
hold on.
Okay, Ryan, it's like about like 4 feet thick and like 10 by 12 feet. It weighs like many
help over here.
Garl will say, "All right." He'll stretch his arms back and push his chest forward, limber up, Yeah, need the gnome to get it done.
Even Warvel comes along and he's like, you know, if we use some leverage, he's like, and he kicks the ground. He says, with this shale ground, he says, we got a good chance of it actually sliding. He's like, if we got any poles or oars, something, and because he's a dwarf, he'll help you guys figure it out as well.
Yep.
I won't. I just want to sit back.
Who is going to help to attempt to push? You can use cultists if you have to.
Carl.
I'm pushing.
I can, and when I do, I'm going to pop a D4 on it with a D4 shot, a shot of strength.
Yeah, I'm
well, I've got no strength on
as well.
me. Well, I've got no strength, so I'll just do cheerleading.
I've got no strength on this either. I can try.
Yeah, my
do you
strength
mean
is
you're giving us
actually
bardic
negative.
inspiration then?
Yep.
I have athletics.
Come on, guys, you can do it.
So I'm just gonna. I want to cast Find Familiar, and it doesn't take up a spell that I know, because I know 9 spells. But it doesn't take it up since it's
Oh, you can already have your fairy dragon.
You've already got your dragon out.
Yeah.
Oh, yay! Pseudo dragon! I want to pet him then. Can I pet him? I want to pet him.
He's your pseudo dragon. Surely you can pet him.
Yay. I pet a dragon.
Okay. You have a pseudo dragon familiar?
Yeah.
What's its name?
Okay, so what's its name? This is the first I'm hearing about it.
I'm gonna name him. I'm gonna name Brian.
Okay, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
If it's far too cold, Brian is on the ship because it's nice and toasty warm. If you insist that Brian is with you now, he is inside of your big fur coat.
All right.
You can feel him like sometimes moving and jostling and getting comfortable, and he uses a foot to sometimes push you out of the way so he can get more comfortable in there.
That's so cute.
But he's if you ask him a question, you just hear him. He's just like, because yeah, he only comes out if you absolutely insist. Other than that, he's like buried in your coat using your body heat.
Yeah, he's got telepathy, so
yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So he has telepathy. He just hears a little voice in your mind, which is more like pictures and smells and feelings than a voice.
He can't actually speak, but he understands Common and Draconic.
Oh, I speak Draconic.
Yeah, well, and he can kind of communicate images and emotions and ideas telepathically, but he can't actually speak.
Yeah. So, as long if you guys need, cultists will help, Warvel will help, Goblin will help.
Whatever we need.
Oh no, Gobbo, you stay back up on the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, he gives you like a little 2-finger Boy Scout salute, and he climbs the rope ladder with ease.
So we're in Flint Rock. Where do we need to go next?
We're not out of here yet.
We're not out. We need to get something here.
Yeah.
Yep. So have we pushed the stone?
Pseudo dragon.
It is by the adventure, and what I would do is that I'm going to tell you guys. Eventually, you guys get it. It says if at least five of you make a DC 20 strength athletics check.
Yeah.
Or you can break the rock. So, as far as I'm concerned, with time, with effort, you guys can do it. There's no reason for me to make you roll it off because, I mean, if it's in combat and you're trying to do it, fine. But you guys eventually do it. It takes a lot of physical labor to get under there. But sure enough, you guys find a spear tip. But the spear tip is like 4.5 feet long. It's a giant size spear tip.
Giant spear tip. Okay.
It's bigger than me, Garl will say. What's it made of? Is it gold?
Oh, 5 foot long. It weighs, it's mithril.
Oh. Wow, that's money.
Yeah, lots of money. We can melt that down. You know how much armor we can
And it weighs 75 pounds. 75-pound piece of mithril, like a mithril spear tip. So it's not rusted, right? But that's
wow.
And
how are we gonna get that up into the ship? We need a cargo net.
We can carry that. I think.
Speak for yourself. A king does not just carry.
So
I'm just looking for the next distance. You guys role play. I don't have to tell you narrate the whole damn thing.
Hey, should we take this stag back to the tribe of barbarians that we killed, that had their leader killed, and several of those warriors, and their 2 white dragon wormlings? Or should we have a bonfire?
Do you think?
Bonfire.
Do you think?
Put the
Do we? I mean, do we care about appeasing them?
Well, I mean, we kind of are responsible for them being down several warriors.
You also did free them from evil worm blood, though.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget that you guys were communicated that by the, killing worm blood was a good thing.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, we'll get the spearhead and the elk over there and see if the cultists have a cargo net and rope.
Oh yeah, they got like all the lines and netting that you guys would need to.
I mean, it's up to you guys, but my understanding was that finding these artifacts was a time-sensitive thing, so we may want to try and find those before we go back and talk to these barbarians. But I'll go with whatever the party thinks.
I think we should take the elk back to the tribe we knocked off a few warriors from. Though if we do find another elk, I don't mind about having a barbecue.
Either way, I'm good with it. Is it is it on our way for another place, or how far?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because it's kind of a time-sensitive thing. That's right. So we want to get these artifacts as quickly as possible.
Well, once you guys do get like the elk loaded and the mithril spear tip loaded and stowed in the hold with aid of the map and stuff like that. It looks like it's about the closest place is deep in the high forest, which is a huge ancient forest. Keelhull, you know that it's like a stronghold of the elves. It used to be like part of like where like an ancient elven kingdom used to be, and I'm talking like thousands of years ago. It's a massive forest. Grandfather Tree is the name of the place, about 200 miles away.
Grandfather Tree.
So, what would that be? So it would take, depending on weather. Let's roll weather.
You want to roll this time, Angel?
Roll. Or Angel, can you roll?
I think Angel's muted.
D20. Probably, because I don't hear none.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I do wonder what part of Year they're on, because
It shows.
I'm worried about their sleep being interrupted.
Does show that Angel is muted.
Hey, they want the D&D lifestyle. They're getting the D&D lifestyle. We don't
Yes,
care
but
about.
at what cost, man?
We don't
What
care.
cost?
We don't care about bedtimes and diets.
No, but we definitely managed our swearing this session.
Did I? I've cursed.
Oh, yeah, Angel's right there. She's unmuted, or he's unmuted right now.
Hey.
Yeah, sorry, my internet just went like super bad.
Where are you? Geographically speaking, what country,
In America.
state, province? What?
Oh, you're safe then.
America?
Yeah,
America.
What state?
West Coast.
AZ.
Arizona.
Ah.
Oh, good. We're not cutting into your sleep time then. Go to school.
Where we never see snow or rain.
What you do in the mountains?
Yeah, the Huachucas.
Yeah, thousands of feet up in the air.
Oh,
Yeah.
that must be strange. Never having anything from the sky falling on you.
Yeah, kind of is.
Mm.
I've only seen snow once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Such a
Well,
strange
And I was in
experience.
Flagstaff.
The
Well-
Great White North of Canada.
I'm in Canada, America of the North.
Where snowing probably now. I know.
Yeah, and the snow's gonna start in 2 weeks, just in time for kids to go back to school, eh?
Oh, they're gonna have fun.
No, I'm
If they go back to school.
November. It'll snow. But okay, I was just wondering because Kath is worried about your bedtime, which is her hinting that she's got to be wrapping up.
Hey, it's all gone now, man.
But yeah, I
I
know.
was just thinking if he was in Europe, then yeah, I'd be definitely worried about how long he was going to sleep. I mean, just think circadic rhythms.
Yeah.
It
Most young
is.
people go
You're
to
talking
sleep at
to
about 9.
you're talking to an insomniac.
Yeah.
It's
Isn't
like
that
a
because
level
you're blind?
where you
Well,
are,
part of it, I'm sure, because like you said, they have been advertising, like even on television, a special study, but it's only for the States. I checked it out, but they call it non-24 syndrome.
Ooh.
The television advertisement always starts with like, I went blind on a workplace accident and I have non-24, and just a series of people saying that, right? And it does have to do with like circadian rhythm and
melatonin in the eyes and
Yeah.
how light affects it.
yeah.
Hello.
So I sleep when I'm tired, and sometimes even when I'm tired, I can't sleep. you know, like I don't know, whatever. I'm on like the Mars clock. I'm on like a 24-5 hour clock because our clocks aren't really 24 hours. We kind of force them into 24 hours. So even if I do get my sleeping schedule right, it'll be like that for like 2 weeks, and it just is drifting. It'll just drift like a little bit every day, and then eventually it just breaks like a dam, and all of a sudden I can't sleep for 2 days, and then I'm backwards again.
Wow,
Anyways.
that must be fun.
Oh, it sucks because everyone's like doing stuff, and I can't hardly drag my ass out of bed.
Hey, Roland.
Yo, sup?
My pseudo dragon nom noms on the deer elk.
Oh. When it's cooked.
Nope.
Yes.
Right now. It nums on it right now.
Well, surely it would eat raw.
Do you know what?
Hmm.
It's telling you mentally. It'll wait. It's not dumb. It knows you're gonna cook it.
No.
It knows you're gonna cook it.
I tell him no, and I feed it to him raw.
No, it won't.
And he nums on it.
No, it won't.
Yep.
No.
I told him, and he agreed. He said okay. He said,
Anyone
okay,
else got
I'll eat it raw.
popcorn for this argument?
He just num-nummed. He just num-nummed. Pseudo dragon gets what he wants, and he num-nums on it.
Is this argument going to go on forever?
There's no argument because it didn't happen.
Yeah, because it happened.
No, you're forcing it. It's gone. It's a magical creature. It can still break the agreement.
I summon him again, and then I force him to eat it.
You miss it.
Like my grandma whenever I visit.
Oh, everyone's grandma is like that.
I think you're missing the point that the DM's trying to put across. Just saying.
He wants me to wait.
So you guys, Grandfather Tree will be the next destination.
Yeah.
And it's in the High Forest. The High Forest is an ancient forest and a massive forest. When you guys are over the High Forest, it's like the rolling canopy is like rolling waves.
Who made this map? Who made this map, by the way? What are the runes above the English? What language is that?
Giant, I believe.
They're probably freaking Norwegian runes, like in reality.
Yeah, it's probably just the Nordic runes. Yeah.
Because I believe we were given that by the giants or the giant temple or something.
What was some monster book that they came out. I can't remember it, but in it they
Monster
had,
Manual.
No, it was after it. But and they had a giant to English translation thing, and Robin was telling me it was just freaking Norwegian. It was like an English Norwegian.
Is that maybe just in the Skag?
No, it wasn't Skag. It was Tome. No, some not Xanatars, but somebody else's guy.
Mordekainen's.
No, maybe Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Oh, Volo's. Yeah. That's where it is. Yeah.
Yeah. It had a giant to English translation, and Robin Johansson was telling me that it was just fucking Norwegian. I was like, oh, okay, that's nice to know.
What would happen if you had to do a stealth check, but you have -1, and you roll a 1?
You just
that's zero.
Zero.
That's 0.
That's.
I've seen that happen. time with a wisdom saving throw. A guy rolled a 1 on a wisdom saving throw, and he had a -1 modifier to his wisdom. He was like,
the one time I did a fan game with Nerdarchy, the one combat, I rolled a 0 for initiative with Nerdarchy. I rolled so many 1s that game. Unbelievable.
Who's Nerdarchy?
YouTube guys.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I think I've seen them.
And
Oh, wait,
Yes,
yeah,
now
I know
next
who they
question. Are we heading to that great grand forest? I think we're losing the plot of the story.
Yes.
The grandfather tree? Is that where we're going?
Yes.
Yep, we're going that way.
The
All right.
again, about 200 miles, so whatever at the time.
I want to take a short rest. I think we should all short rest until we get there.
Oh yeah, you may. Grandfather tree, you can see from a distance. Eventually,
all right.
it stands hundreds of feet above the rest. A massive, like a silly, out of proportion, massive oak tree. Like it's just.
Can I cast fireball?
Oh,
Are you just about to fireball a giant tree?
I mean, we're not saying you can't. We're just saying it's a tree. You know, we're saying it's a tree.
Never ever go finding a giant redwood.
I can see why you're not living among the elves anymore, because they would fucking kill you for all your fireballs.
Explains a lot of your backstory. And, yeah, your whole backstory in some simple words. Fire.
My backstory is my house got burned in a fire.
As you approach, like you can see, like again, like, I mean, not that you can see it, but you can assume that there's earthworks because of the height of the canopy and the shape and like the geometry of the terrain. But the whole point is that there's like an absolutely massive 350 feet tall.
That's
and
a big tree.
The trunk is 50 feet across.
How tall are redwood?
You're right. I shouldn't cast fireball on it. I should cast burning hands.
It's a tree.
Well, redwoods there. I know I've seen postcard pictures and things. I've never been next to one, but where they had the highway going through it.
Roughly redwood height. They get up to 375 feet tall. So this tree is redwood height.
And you want to burn it down. Don't do it.
That would be a no-no for an elf.
I'm not going to bring every barbarian running. We want
tallest-
to do this quickly,
know
silently,
something
and
funny?
without any death.
I'm a half elf.
Yeah, I'm just saying that you would realize that would be kind of a no-no.
Oh, actually, according to Google, my bad, 375 feet is the tallest tree. Tallest. They average between 300 and 350 feet when they're full grown. So, yeah, this is redwood height. The tallest one ever that we know of is 375. There could have been bigger ones or grown bigger before, but, you know, we put those down a long time ago.
And now Keelhaul's gonna burn it down.
Do not do it. It will make every barbarian nearby come running.
Then that just
Also, it'll pretty much preclude you from the elven afterlife.
Pretty much.
Plus, I have death ward on me. So like.
I can take that. I can take.
You can stop.
We don't have that anymore. also because it's been 8 hours.
Oh,
I only recast
Do
it
not put
myself
it on
because I
again.
think he knows well enough to. Okay, I think it's been a while. He's not died, so he can take care of himself now.
I cast Scorch. I'm just
You
kidding,
cast
guys.
Scorching
I'm
Ray
not
at me.
No,
No.
at the trees. But I was just kidding. I'm not gonna cast any burning spells on them. But I want to burn something. When can I burn stuff?
When the time is right. But let's get the story moving along because we do got
I'll tell you what, Kyoho. We'll give the fire elemental a break when we go off again, and you can power the ship.
I'm gonna give a picture here.
Ooh, actually, can I burn some elves?
Sorry, elks or elves?
Elves.
There are no elves here.
So, anyways, that's you guys are coming to Big Grandfather Tree. I just posted a picture or shared a picture. If Charles wants to put it up,
Yeah,
I don't know what it says. It just says JPEG. So I don't know what
It says, I present to you the Americra. Every action is a free action.
Americocra. That was an old thing. It's got an eagle and like armor and a American quote. This is the grandfather tree. It is a picture of a tree with a map.
Okay. And I don't know. And
I burn it down.
And we'll leave it there.
You're not doing that.
We'll leave it there for this week.
Yeah.
Inner ring.
Okay. Good place to do it.
And we'll because then we'll hit this relic and hopefully like 2-3 more, and that I don't think you guys got what 3 already. You guys have. Yeah, we'll call it there, Ryan, for today.
Yeah.
So we end the session with Keelhaul beginning the process of casting Fireball.
Correct.
More.
No.
And me desperately trying to make him not.
That's like the cliffhanger at the end of like episodes where it's like.
Yes, there's just a glint in your eyes, and I'm just running behind going, no! Arms outstretched.
And then
It's
the
like,
show pauses and it says to be continued.
You guys got the oh, what the hell was the first one now? Oh yeah, the broken shield, the broken mask, and the spear tip. So that's a good start.
Yeah.
What does the animated shield do? That's the magic.
It draws it works for The Simpsons.
It keeps people from suing Family Guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's essentially a floating shield that gives you +2 to armor class, basically.
Aw, it sucks.
Just a shield you can use without having to hold it.
Yep. Allows you to use.
Yeah, it's mostly
like 2-weapon fighting.
That
2-weapon
fighting. That want to have 2 weapons
weapon,
or a 2-handed weapon. So I'd probably be able to make more use of it than you would at the moment, but it's up to you.
There's that. I got that map for next session saved in the folder for the map.
Awesome.
Yeah, they have a map for every location, but it's not even necessary. I just wanted to show Grandfather Tree because it's
no problem.
It's
I am here to assist.
Yeah, because it's a big deal. It's always been a big deal in the Forgotten Realms. Grandfather Tree.
Grandfather Tree? I've never heard of it. Doesn't mean anything. I'm not a Forgotten Realms savant.
That's because Keelhaul burned it down.
Yes, I burned everything. I burn everything.
I don't know. You
You should become a chemistry teacher. I hear they burn everything.
in the control.
Especially their students.
Yes. Apparently chemistry teachers are not happy unless something's on fire.
We did break a Bunsen burner in my chemistry class in high school. That was so long ago. Oh my god. You're 11, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You were born in 2009, right?
I'm totally not using a